Okay. Welcome back, folks, to another fine Let's Play of Dreamfall Chapters. This is our third session. Uh, yeah, I don't have much else to say other than I'm running a little late, mostly because I got off late at work. I was working hard, doing stuff that, work related. Totally not screwing up and talking to my colleagues and discussing things about games and stuff like that. Part of my job. Oh, they have a story recap? Dude, I'm gonna have to... I wonder if that's like, after this is done, it sums up what you basically did in your story or something, because it's grayed out. So I wonder. Anyway, continue. So they did acknowledge that there is a problem with the frame rate. Basically saying that you need to have a decent processor. I did downgrade, sadly. I only have an i5. So, I do not have the best processor in the world. I actually am considering building a new PC. Believe it or not. I've built like so many PCs. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Not as much as some people, but I've built enough. So they have acknowledged that there is an issue with the frame rate and the optimization in Unity, which I already kind of said in the previous video. Unity, great engine to get you started and get your game going, but it has some problems with optimization. They're working on it. Let's be honest. They offer a service that is great and easy to implement and use, especially for mobile space. But they have a ways to go if they really want it to make decent, like, I don't know, AAA games, decent console, PC games. It could be Unity's fault, it could be the team's fault. I don't know. I'm not blaming anyone, because I'm enjoying this game. This game is awesome, this game is amazing, and everybody should get a round of applause. Everybody applauding? Okay, we're good. Alright, so, last time, we found out that we had to go after this missing girl called Hannah. And apparently, we're supposed to return to Baruti at the election headquarters now that we have pretty much pissed her off. We're supposed to find this little girl called Nella for, well, I forget the name. Queenie! For Queenie, the leader of, like, the Chinese section of town. And she was willing to help us as long as we could find this little girl called Nella. And the reason why we're trying to help Queenie is because we need her support for the campaign for Baruti and Leah, what's her face? Socialist Democrat, which makes no sense. Anyway, the point is, we just found Nella, who was the last person to know where Hannah was, and she made it sound like we basically pissed her off, and we should not inquire as to where this Hannah chick is.
Hannah Roth will have to wait, no matter how worried Queenie may be. Nella's in a foul mood, and I'm not about to go poking her with a sharp stick.
What? This is not the adventure point-in-game character Oath. You are supposed to keep poking and prodding and asking the same damn questions and annoying everyone. That is the rule! How dare you change that? Okay, let's move on. Well, if Nella's not going to be helpful...
Hannah Roth just moved down my list of priorities. At least until Nella's back to her old self.
So basically that means we're done for today, I'm going to take it. And that we need to let her sit and stew. But yeah, they notice that they have an issue with frame rate. Which, let's be honest, you have a lot of effects going on in this one scene. And anytime you have like mist or fire or something like that, you're gonna have some issues. I gotta admit, this game is pretty. Oh wait, Baruti is this way. Wrong turn.
Stand up against our corporate overlords.
You're talking superhero movies with a friend, Ebony? How dare you? How dare you ignore me and my commentary? You're fired. Actually, I don't really have an option of firing you because you're like my only moderator. So never mind. You're hired.
I'm actually a bit worried about Frida. She's on the Dreamer all the time. Shalom, can I help you find something?
Nope,
Next time.
don't need you. Get the hell away from me.
Mr. London ain't too happy with how you're messing about in his barrios, so's he?
Easy, cousin.
I ain't
I'm
your
not-
cousin, mate. I ain't your mate, neither. Mr. London says you ain't never asked for his blessings, Colo. Mr. London, he ain't too happy about that, him. Mr. London says it's disrespectful.
Tell Mr. London that I'm not messing with anything. I'm just running a political campaign. Maybe if we could have a civil discussion about this. Instead
Oi, Essie, you talk to me, not to Mr. London. No one talks to Mr. London. And there's no discussion to be had. We have no use for your commie comrades in Propast. In this barrio, we vote wolf.
Oh, I see what's going on. This isn't about Tef or respect, is it? It's about Kaiser Constantine and his Fascio army. How much is he paying you, brother? Upset that Leia Uminska is not willing to stoop to his level and pay you off? You're just a cheap crook, London. Serving whichever master pays you the... Ah!
Hey! Let him go! Wait, what? Was that me?
Otherwise, don't get involved, Suka. You just get your fresh messed up. Wouldn't look too good with a broken piff, huh?
I didn't understand any of that, but if you don't let him go, I'm calling the police.
A pala? Shice 'em in there. You think the police are going to interfere? Do you know who this is? This is Mr. London. And he owns the bullet in Propast. Now fuck off before I get total anger pissed and decide to...
一個旅行嘅商人，沿途為佢嘅商品叫賣。佢賣武器同埋盔甲。有一日，佢嚟到一個村入面，裏面住咗一位偉大嘅軍人。我嘅盾牌，商人話非常堅固，無論乜嘢武器都黐唔入，佢可以保護你不受任何傷害。我嘅長矛，商人話鋒利無比，無論乜嘢一刺就穿，將你嘅敵人即刻打倒喺地上。咁點可以啊？偉大嘅軍人問道：你有一個乜嘢都無法刺穿嘅盾牌，同埋一個乜嘢都能刺穿嘅長矛，佢哋點樣可以同時存在啊？
I don't speak Cantonese.
商人攞起佢嘅盾牌同埋長矛。可唔可以同時存在並不重要，你個老閪！佢衝過去，用長矛將軍人刺死啦。
Your lips aren't moving.
佢哋喺我手上，我話事。
Just let him go. Please. He's harmless.
And let that be a lesson to you, Kutas. This is Mr. London's barrio. And the sooner you get that through your cocoa, the less mal you'll need to deal with.
Interesting. I'm not actually exactly sure if I did interfere. Mostly, like as soon as it told me like the balance would shift if I moved any closer, I was a little taken aback, and so I held back from doing it. Mostly because I wanted to hear and see if I could learn any more information. But as soon as like he got punched, I was like, no, I'm moving in. Like I would actually do that in real life. I think, like I would be first hesitant, but as soon as I saw my friend getting hit, I would totally move in. I'd be like, no, you can't do that.
Jesus, Baruti, are you okay?
I think so. Thanks for speaking up, Zoe. I appreciate it. Although, I'm not sure it was the smartest thing to do. You're on his radar now.
I couldn't just stand by and watch. Are you sure you're all right?
I am. But I'm not going anywhere tonight. I'm just going to watch Leia's stream note from the office.
Do you need anything? You don't have to stay here by yourself, you know. I can stay, or you can come home with me.
I'm fine, Sissy. Really. They were just trying to scare me. Mission accomplished. They're not coming back. Not today, at least. We can worry about tomorrow.
Okay. About Queenie and...
Let's talk about that tomorrow, too. Right now, I just want to sit down with a cup of hot tea and enjoy a rousing speech.
I understand. But, Baruti, please lock the door. And ring if there's anything.
I won't argue with you there. See you on Thursday, Sissy.
Take care, Baruti. Our campaign office. It's a hole in the wall, but Baruti has made it a very presentable hole in the wall. Our campaign office. It's a hole in the wall, but Baruti has made it a very presentable hole in the wall.
Alright, let's see if it updated our journal. Quest for Hanley Girl. Excuse me. Yep. I don't usually listen in on private conversations, but I didn't want to just barge in like I always do. There was something about that argument between Nella and her friend. I can't put my finger on it, but it felt odd. Off somehow. Oh well, none of my business. Still, when I asked Nella about Hannah, she was very evasive. Why tell me not to ask any questions? What was that about? I'll have to ask Nella again when she's in a better mood in a few days, a week maybe. Yeah, let's make that 1 week, or 2. 2 sounds good. I need to make a note of this, if anything, when they find my body floating in the river, they'll know who did it. Things not to do in Propast. 1. Do not drink the water. 2. Do not stay at the White Swallow past 2 o'clock in the morning. 3. Don't hang out in Koprova unless you want to be propositioned. And 4. Don't mess with Mr. London. Today, I can cross all 4 off my list. I couldn't let that coward London beat up Baruti, so now he's off my list, and I'm probably on his. Also, I should learn Cantonese. Probably a good thing.
Map! Get your map here! Map!
I swear, I just love that little nod to the map merchant from Arcadia. Maps! Get your maps!
Rebuilding the new Europe one sunny day at a time.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Hey, you lost? No problem. I can give you directions to anywhere in Propast.
Okay, we're coming home.
Hey,
Ooh, smells good. What are you making?
risotto. Come over here.
Nice to see you too. I needed that.
Why? What's going on?
We had a real scare at the campaign office.
What happened?
Baruti got pushed around by Mr. London's goons and London himself.
Jesus, is he okay?